They found my 5-year-old daughter's body in the school flower bed, and honestly, I wasn't in a rush. Her homeroom teacher was the one freaking out. He kept calling and texting non-stop, saying something happened and I needed to get to the school now. I stared at my buzzing phone, shut it off, stood up, calmly walked to the window, and lit a cigarette. Because I already lived this day once before. In my last life, I got that call and sprinted to the school, panicking the whole way. My heart was pounding. My legs wouldn't move fast enough until I got there and saw my daughter's cold body. When I arrived, all I could hold was a small, stiff, ice-cold body. I sobbed until my throat tore. The flower bed was stained red. And my little girl, she looked like she was sleeping, but she wasn't. The teacher started screaming at me. He said she cried before she died. He accused me, said I'd been abusing her for years, that she couldn't take it anymore. So she jumped to end her life. I shouted back, but nobody was listening. Then my wife arrived. I thought she'd stand with me, prove I'd never do something like that. But her voice was hoarse as she said, "I told you not to be so harsh on the kid. You never listened. You even hit me too." She cried like her heart was breaking and painted me as a cold, violent demon. When the medical examiner arrived, I lost any chance to argue. They lifted her clothes, and my brain went blank. Her tiny body was covered in bruises and marks, some light, some deep, old injuries layered with new ones. The examiner said it was long-term abuse. I couldn't defend myself. Everyone decided I was a monster who killed his own child. The neighbors spat on me. The media swarmed. Online hate buried me. My parents got doxxed and targeted non-stop. The abuse crushed them, and they poisoned themselves. My wife divorced me, and I was sentenced and sent to prison. In prison, I got cursed at, beaten, kicked, day and night. I eventually died on a damp, moldy bunk. Nobody even wanted to claim my body. I died with my eyes open. Even in my last moment, I couldn't understand it. Why was the girl I loved covered in wounds? And why did she jump in despair? Then I opened my eyes. Sunlight hit my face. I was lying in my own bed. Clean sheets. No mold. No blood. I sat up and my hands were shaking. I was back. Back on the day everything happened. "Honey, come eat breakfast. Try it, I learned this just for you." Jojing, as always, was gentle and thoughtful, setting breakfast in front of me with her usual soft smile. Seeing that smile made my heart tighten. My fingers started trembling. Ever since we got married, she'd handled the house, taking care of me and our daughter, kept everything running perfectly. Friends and family all envied me, said I married a capable, virtuous wife. And I used to believe that too. If it weren't for how, in my last life, she stood in front of everyone and called me a cruel animal who abused our daughter, I would have never doubted what was behind that gentle face. "Honey, why are you spacing out? Eat while it's hot." I took a deep breath, forced my emotions down, and sat at the table. My eyes drifted to my daughter across from me, sipping milk in tiny little sips. She looked so innocent, yet my eyes turned red anyway, because in my last life, it was today. She finished breakfast, went to school, and just hours later, she jumped from the classroom building. This time, I won't let it replay. I will find the truth, and I will protect my daughter. After breakfast, when Jojing was about to take Duo to school, I stopped her. She didn't grab her books.
Yes,
"It's cold." Put another layer on her.
good.
Then I took my daughter into the room
Day.
and shut the door. I crouched down and checked her face and body carefully. Her skin was smooth and spotless. No bruises at all. Nothing like the last life where she was covered in injuries. So what went wrong? How could her body end up covered in wounds just a few hours later? "I'll take Duo to school today." Jojing froze for a second, then smiled. "Okay, thanks. I'll tidy up the house." On the drive, I couldn't help asking, Duo, has anyone at school been bullying you lately?" She swung her little feet and smiled. "Nope, Daddy. I'm really popular. Everyone likes playing with me. What about your teachers? How do they treat you? They're all really nice. My homeroom teacher praises me a lot, says I'm smart and well-behaved. He even gives me stickers. I pulled over to the side of the road, looked at her seriously. Then how does Daddy treat you? She blinked, smiled, even brighter. Daddy's super good to duo. Then she leaned in, kissed my cheek, and said in her baby voice, Duo likes Daddy the most. I hugged her tight, didn't say anything else, and drove her to school. At the school gate, her homeroom teacher, also the principal, was greeting students. Duo's dad? How come you had time to bring her today? He smiled warmly as he greeted me. A man in his 40s, tall and thin, wearing gold-rimmed glasses. Polite, gentle, well-spoken. I smiled back. Work's not too busy today, but I watched his face and movements closely. Shujian crouched down and patted Duo's head. Keep it up today, Duo. Look how much your dad loves you. The way he looked at her was full of warmth. No hint of an act. And yet, this same dedicated teacher was the first person to point at me and accuse me. The more I watched, the deeper my doubts got. After dropping Duo off, I didn't leave. I parked somewhere hidden and watched the school through the window. After every student went into the building, I still didn't leave. An entire hour in the car. My mind a mess. I forced myself to calm down and dug through memories from my last life. Then it hit me. The problem might not be me. It might be someone setting me up on purpose. Yeah, that had to be it. I pulled out my phone and called a private investigator. Voice low and firm. Check one thing for me. Fast. And don't tell anyone. After I gave the details, I hung up. I waited in the car, anxious. 10 minutes felt like a century. When the call came back, the investigator sounded surprised. Boss, something's definitely off. You were right. My hand trembled around the phone. That gut feeling got confirmed. Everything lined up exactly the way I suspected. Do exactly what I said, no matter the cost. I hung up, stared at the school building. 3 hours. I had 3 hours to save my daughter. And this time, I knew exactly where to start. Who destroyed this man's life? Who covered his daughter in wounds? And can he change fate before time runs out? Part 2, coming soon.